What up? It's your girl ShayBandS, ShooterzMuzik First Lady here. You're now tuned in with Do Over Don't. Let's get it, let's go. Shooters! Yeah.
I just wanna rock, beating the odds like that shit is the op. I'm from the Jux, I'm not from the, but don't ask me no question about me on the block. I just wanna black, I just wanna mail, I just wanna sign me a motherfucking deal. I just wanna show these niggas that I'm really that bitch. I'ma step on their neck of some hills. Watch how I rock in another bitch hood. Watch how I'm giving it up as I should.
Welcome back to this episode of Pink World, episode 15. We have a special guest with us, ShayBandS.
Whoa.
Hey. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm good. I'm
Chilling.
good.
I'm super excited to be here.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
Hope you guys had a great holiday. I'm Maddie.
I'm Lexi.
And let's get into this episode.
Like she said, happy holidays, but let's get into it. So, who are you and what do you do?
My name is ShayBandS, specifically spelled with a $. I'm ShooterzMuzik First Lady. We are a underground label. We're representing Roxbury.
Okay.
I'm from Roxbury, born and raised. I'm also of Cape Verdean descent, so I also represent for the Cape Verdeans. And you know, I'm just out here living my dream, putting on for my city, Boston. We here.
Yeah. You said where are you from? Where are you from again?
Roxbury, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Born and raised.
So what was your early life like, and like when did you start getting into music?
It was my early life was very, you know, simple, quiet, born into a good family, you know. Did what I gotta do. I got into music actually because of my parents. They were already musically inclined, so I was basically born into music. You know, basically like Michael Jackson. He was born into music, and that was all he knew. Ever since then, that was all I knew. So from ages newborn to now, that's all I know.
They make music or just like?
They make music.
Okay.
They play instruments. My father plays like every instrument,
That's
guitar,
dope.
keyboard, piano. He also engineers. He was a DJ. So my father, when it comes to music, everything that you could possibly think of, he did it. And that's an advantage for me to be introduced to that since birth. So that's,
For sure.
Exactly, and being like around that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy influence.
And luckily, I was blessed with vocal cords to sing,
Yep.
because you know what I'm saying. Everybody could do music, but not everybody could sing. So
That's facts.
that was just a win-win situation with life. Here I am, 22 years later, just doing my dream.
Yeah.
Word.
Love to hear it. What was your first time in the studio like, or recording a song? Because you're talking about like your parents kind of had that effect on you. So did you do stuff with them?
Yes, my first ever song that I've ever recorded, my dad engineered. I was 10 years old.
Shit.
And it was a rap song, and that's just how I knew how to just like, all right, develop myself in the studio. I've been in there since I was 9 years old, so obviously you're just gonna know what to do since then. But that was my first time ever recording. I didn't really take music super seriously until I was 19 when I got with Shooters. But before that, I was still, you know, dibbling and dabbling with different engineers and different people, just, you know, just putting stuff together just to put it together. But it wasn't serious. It wasn't serious until I got with ShooterzMuzik. So, yeah.
That's dope. And do you have like a studio you like record at the most, or do you kind of just go where you feel?
I venture out to different studios. I love giving people the opportunity that they give me. So I like going new places. I like meeting new engineers and building different relationships. Right now I got probably about like 3 main places that I record right now, because you know I done built those relationships with those engineers and those people. But I record everywhere. There's no such thing as just like good quality from just one specific studio or one engineer. I go wherever the quality takes me.
Yeah.
Regardless, I know I'm making good music. It's about how the sound comes out.
You base more quality over the relationship you have with engineers, you think, or opposite? It doesn't matter.
Both. I feel like because I feel like I'm very honest with my engineer too. I'll let them know what I don't like and what I do like. I feel like, you know, sometimes the quality is an advantage, but I love building those relationships as well, just because I know where their head's at and, you know, how they feel about me and my music. And if the engineer really, you know, fuck with you, they will do what they're doing in their best interest to make sure that your music sounds good and up to par as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely those relationships is what matters.
Very much.
But quality definitely matters as well.
What was like your first song that like you put out, like, and that you feel like you got traction with? Like, was it a studio song? Was it like
my first song that I felt like was the song that I was going, like, that I knew was going to get me places was Distant. When I first did Distant, this is the first song that I dropped with ShooterzMuzik. Honestly, I was very in doubt of myself. I didn't know where it was going to take me because I was just signing, and I was already fed a lot of dreams before that. I was sold a lot of dreams before that, so I didn't really have trust, not in, you know, just my label, but in myself.
Yeah.
So when I first recorded and dropped Distant and it started getting the reaction that it did, not only was it a surprise reaction for my label, because everybody was so stunned that ShooterzMuzik had a female on the team.
Yeah.
It was more so like crazy for me because I didn't know that the people were going to react to it the way that they did, and that it was getting positive feedback, and that they fucked with the fact that ShooterzMuzik had a girl, and that I was just, you know, putting myself out there. The people that already knew me knew that I was destined to do music. So when they, you know, see me drop and it was going up, they was like, wow, like, you did what you was going to say you did all your life. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm always blessed and grateful for my team forever, because without them, I would have never been able to drop that track. And their platform gave me the platform. And ever since then, I've obviously built my own platform, but that was the start for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
It's just a great advantage and amazing experience to have people that are already, you know, somebody when they came into my life.
Yeah, 100%.
And at what age did you get affiliated with ShooterzMuzik?
I was 19 years old. I'm about to be 22. I'm 22, so
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grown, so the time could tell you itself how long that I've been with them and how much I've learned since I've been with them. Because from 19 to 22, it may seem like a little bit of time to y'all, but I've learned so much, and I've done
100%.
Done so much. So in those amount of time, like, I was able to accomplish, you know, being nominated for BMAs and you know, winning awards, and just being able to get the recognition off of expressing myself and who I am, because I don't want to be nobody but myself. I don't want to present to y'all nobody but me.
Yeah. 100%.
You know, and I'm still gonna be repping Shooters to forever. You know what I'm saying?
ShooterzMuzik
for sure, forever. And
right here, ShooterzMuzik.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever the fuck this is,
Taylor Port.
Whatever that is.
Taylor Port.
That's music.
I'm forever gonna be blessed and grateful, and you know, it's a win-win situation for me and for them. It's just, we here. I couldn't ask for a better family.
Word.
Love to hear that. So you said you were 19 when you started. So it must have been like probably a year after that COVID happened. How do you feel like COVID impacted your workflow?
Actually, I came out during COVID.
Okay.
So I came out during COVID.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So with that being said, for me to come out and pop during COVID is like, oh damn, like, yeah, she's doing something. You know, because not for nothing, at the time of the pandemic, everybody was in their house and, you know, not being able to do much. So of course you're gonna sit and you're gonna listen to music, and you're gonna be on social media, and you're gonna see what's going on in the world and be in tune, you know, all over Facebook and all over Instagram and YouTube and stuff. So I feel like when I came out was perfect timing, because not for nothing, I was still outside during COVID.
Yeah.
At the end,
so were we.
If it wasn't for me being outside during COVID, I would have never got signed to ShooterzMuzik. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for me being out during COVID, I still would have never been able to shoot a video and get that out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I did that. So I feel like me coming out during the pandemic was a perfect timing, because everybody was gonna be in tune regardless. You know, y'all don't got nothing else better to do.
Literally have
you know? Exactly. So that was just great. And that was it was crazy. Like, when I first came out, I was doing, like, what? I'm still doing numbers, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody was so curious. Like, I'm over here pushing 10, 20,000 views. Everybody's reposting me on Facebook. They're like, oh my God, ShayBandS and ShooterzMuzik. Like, the people, like I said, the people who personally know me, they know that I've been doing music forever.
Yeah.
And the people who already know about ShooterzMuzik and messing with ShooterzMuzik already know that platform is ill. Them niggas is ill. You know what I'm saying? So when we came together, it's like it was meant to happen. It was so natural. It felt like, first of all, when I first met my manager, it felt like I knew him for like 5 years
And
already.
that's how you know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how you know.
Exactly. Right. My first studio session with ShooterzMuzik, I felt like it was like the 80 millionth studio session with ShooterzMuzik. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything happens for a reason, and that's
100%.
That is the best thing that ever happened to me during the pandemic, during life in general. So that was just like, COVID was probably the illest experience of my life.
I was literally just gonna say
that.
Like it sounds like COVID really
did it
blessed
for me.
you.
COVID blessed me.
Yeah.
And for a lot
and
of
shout out
creatives, bro. For a lot of creatives, it was an impactful time, definitely. Like for music and like putting your shit out there.
Absolutely.
And, like, being able to get that type of audience because everybody's tuned in.
Absolutely.
All the time.
Yeah.
So, that's crazy. That's
and
really
once
good.
again, it wasn't expected because, like I said, when you're just first coming out, and I didn't expect nobody to fuck with me. I actually I know I was putting out great music, but the question is, who's really listening? So when the fact that, you know, when people open their ears and actually start listening to what I'm saying, it's like, damn, that's a really good experience. That's why I kept going, and here we are 2 albums later.
Love that. I love that for you.
So how did you end up getting like affiliated with like ShooterzMuzik? Like, how, I know you said it happened very naturally, but like, how exactly did that come to your table?
I feel like there's a bunch of reasons why it was destined to happen, because certain affiliates that was already signed to ShooterzMuzik was already putting in the word with my manager. Shout out to Pop Out. We're gonna shout out K and Pop Out, because that was definitely one of the first references. I didn't know this, but you know what I'm saying, prior to me even becoming ShooterzMuzik, you know, my name was already mentioned to my manager. Pop Out is my label mate. That's my dog. That's really one of my closest friends in life. And before ShooterzMuzik, for either of us, we was really close friends, and I was someone I always wrote music with. That was somebody I always used to call, like, hey, I wrote this new song, you gotta hear it. And he was always someone to be like, let's hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was in the studio together before being in the studio together was a thing. So, you know, that was one of the references, and I'm forever grateful for Pop Out. Shout out Pop Out. He's also on the album. And also another reference was KT. KT is the reason why I met Chilla, who's my manager. KT is also a label mate. He's currently incarcerated. Free KT, the campaign that's never going to stop.
Free KT.
You know?
Yeah.
And he's definitely one of the most memorable, you know, factors as to why I am where I am now. There was this one day that I actually came to meet KT, you know, regular stuff, you know, get some smoke, chop it up.
Yeah.
I put up with my cousin, and this is how I know KT was on bullshit. Cause I'm in the car, I pull up, I'm sitting in the car. This man gonna open my door and force me out the car. He's like, get out the car.
Oh,
I'm like, huh? What's going on? He's like, bro's in the car. Now's your chance. Prior to this certain scenario, we already had a conversation. He's like, why don't you become ShooterzMuzik? And I told him, I said, I don't got the faith in myself to do that. I said, nigga, y'all got so much going on. Y'all are them niggas. Y'all don't need a girl.
That's real.
I told him, I said, y'all are them niggas. Y'all don't need a female. He's like, he looked me dead in the face. He's like, all right, we gonna see. You feel me? And
he knew
that
before
same week, he knew before me. I swear to God, that same week, pull up, he kicks me out the car. He's like, get in the Chiller's car. He's like, he's right there. I'm like, shit. I'm looking at him like, you're not dead ass. Like, you're kidding me right now. Like, you're not serious. The look on this man's face, he was more serious than ever. I'm like, all right. So I get out the car. I'm in the car with my cousin. He hop in. He's chopping with my cousin, whatever. I hop in Chiller's car. So ever since then, it was like literally history. I don't even know, like, to this day how I did it, how I impressed my manager, anything like that. Because one thing about him, like, the more you get to know him, the more you know, like, he's hard to impress. So for me to do that, it was really, like, mind-blowing. I told him, I'm like, you know, my name is Shay. I go by ShayBandS. You know, I don't know what he had probably told about you, but I'm different. Like, I don't got nothing else to tell you, but I'm different, and my actions speak louder than words. I already had, like, maybe one video out at the time, which was, you know, it wasn't really popping, but it was a video. It was something. And I had a bunch of unreleased, and my writing was crazy. I was writing so many songs out the ass. So I had spit for him. I did Distant for him. This wasn't recorded. I just had the beat, and I had the lyrics written down. So I spit that for him a cappella. And then I did another song, which is very, like one of my notable classics right now, Famous. You know, I do my dance. I got the sauce. I got that whoop. That's how I walk. I did that. Acapella, just the beat. Nothing was recorded at all. You know, he's the reason why I recorded all those songs to get them together.
That's what's up.
But the fact that he's seen like the true potential in me, and the fact that my passion is really real for this music. I'm not a female artist just to say I'm a female artist. This is not, it ain't easy for me. This shit is nothing to me. Like, this is my life. Yeah. So once he actually truly seen that, you know, off the dribble, I was so surprised. All this man did was look at me in the face and was like, so what's up, you want to be ShooterzMuzik? I was like I was so shocked. My reaction wasn't the reaction in my head. My reaction in my head, I was bouncing off the wall like, oh shit, ain't no way. But you know, I gotta keep it professional. I'm like, of course, like what we gotta do, let's do it. And I feel like, not for nothing, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but neither did them. Because like ever since then, it's just flourished beautifully, amazingly. Like, all of us as a team we do so much to complete our label that we complete each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never felt...
That is beautiful.
It's beautiful. I love my label with all my heart. I love ShooterzMuzik with all my heart. Like, everything was just... It was meant to happen. On Dogs, there's moments I wake up, I pray every day. God is my number one. I pray every day. I'll be like, yo, thank you. I swear to God, thank you, God, for giving me my team and my label, because nobody understands me like they do, and y'all don't give me a reason as much as they do. So here we are, a couple years later, ShooterzMuzik.
That's what's up.
Shout out ShooterzMuzik.
I love that. Sounds like y'all really got it going on. I'm excited for the future for y'all. I know, because it sounds like a vibe. Sounds like a fucking vibe. So how did you go about like finding your sound?
It took me a little while. I ain't gonna lie, it took me a little while, only because I'm not just a rapper, and it's hard not being just a rapper.
I've seen you say that before.
I've started, I really wanted to hear. Before I was rapping, I was singing. I've been a singer since I was born. Like I said, my parents brought me into this, and I was singing. I was a vocalist. I got into rapping maybe around the time. I was a youngin'. I still got into rapping, but I don't want to be known for being just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to me finding my sound, I was just dibbling and dabbling and doing everything, and I'm still doing everything to this day. There's not a genre of music, maybe besides country music, that I ain't do. I did pop. I did hip-hop. I did R&B. I did pop, Afro beats, and everything. Everything
Afro
you can...
beats too, shit.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, there's no such thing as one specific sound to me. But one thing... That's dope. But one sound that I can say that I've mastered... and that I know I've got it in the bag, it doesn't matter, is R&B drill, like melodic drill, because I love drill music. You know, that's top tier of my generation right now. Everybody's 100%. Bumping drill. Literally. And I'm still R&B. I still love to sing. So when I finally got the resources and a certain formula to develop R&B drill to be able to sing about my feelings on a drill track, that way everybody could be in their feelings and get sturdy at the same time. Like,
the best of both worlds.
It was exactly. It was amazing for me, and that's one sound I feel like I've mastered. There's not one R&B drill track that I can't get on. Like, that's me.
Dope. And there's not a lot of people, like, I feel like doing like that to a like very like good point, and you got that. You definitely got that.
Thank you.
No problem.
And like I said, it took a minute to really like figure out where my sound is and like what my sound is, but I know for a fact R&B drill isn't my only sound, but that's one of the sounds I know that's in the bag. I got that. I mastered. You can't tell me shit about that, you know? As far as going for the rest of my sounds, forever, I'm going to always, like, try new things. Always. There's no limits for me. There's no boundaries. There's none of that. When it comes to music, I will forever step on every neck and open every door that I can open. Y'all seen K. Michelle. K. Michelle does country music.
Literally.
She yodels. Like
she be yodeling and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing that a black woman, let alone a talented woman, can't do.
Facts.
There's no boundary that we could break. There's nothing that we could open. I swear to God. Shout out K Michelle.
Shout out K Michelle. Yodeling ass.
So on that note, who are some of your inspirations, your favorite musical artists?
Okay. Growing up, my number one musical artist is Michael Jackson.
I feel you, bro. I feel
Michael Jackson is my number one. You want to know why? Because he's the master of all trades. There's nothing that he can't do. There's nothing that he can't do. Chris Brown is my runner-up because, once again, there's nothing that he can't do. When it comes to singing, rapping, dancing, he could draw. He could do everything, bro. Basketball, everything. Michael Jackson, he could sing, he adopt kids, do a zoo, like everything, dance, bro.
Literally,
there's no limits. I believe in people I believe in people whose limit is no limit. You get what I'm saying? Beyonce's limit is no limit. She don't got no limit. There's nothing that y'all could do to stop her. Rihanna, there's nothing that y'all could do to stop her. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj. My good Sagittarian sister.
We got the same birthday, me and her.
There's nothing you could do to stop her. She's the queen for
Nicki
a reason.
Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky.
Exactly. And not to say it's a Sagittarius thing, but there's a reason why all those moguls that I just listed are where they at right now. And that's because their boundary is no boundary.
Yeah.
They did everything that y'all could possibly think of not doing. Everything that y'all thought they wouldn't do, they did. And that's why I'm here. I'm the no boundary for Boston. I don't want to be a boundary.
Good
I'm the
shit,
reason.
bro.
I'm the limit that there's no limit, especially in the city as a female.
Literally, as you should, bro.
I feel like my place and where I'm at right now, it's a huge role, and I'm not taking it from any other female artist. I would never. I'm not a hater. But me specifically, I'm a diamond, bro. Like. My limit is no limit, bro. There's nothing I won't do to get where I'm at.
Y'all better hear that shit, bro.
There's nothing that I will not do to get where I'm at. I will break every door. I will open every door, and I will step on whoever's neck to get to where I gotta go. So if it hurts you because you can't breathe, sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like
power. That's power.
For real.
So who are some people you'd like to work with in the industry?
As far as artists that I do work with now and that I can say are really out here very, consistent and doing things for themselves, and artists that I look up to and respect for Boston, for the city, my number one right now, I'm going to give it to my brother A-Zip. He's one person that's, he won't ever stop. He's somebody that I look up to when it comes to work ethic, his charisma and passion, because nothing is stopping him. And he's a very wise individual. That is somebody that I love to learn from every day in my life, because everything that he spits for me is straight gems. And it's very different when you're in the studio working with somebody, when you see how they work and how they come up with their bars and stuff. Like 80 is number one. He's go-to. My second is Wave Capone. Wave is he's different. Like, he's very special in his own aspect. Everything that he has to do, he does for himself. He takes it upon himself. He's a man of his word. His music it speaks for itself. And talent when you hear it. You know talent when you see it. When it shines different, it shows. Sometimes you don't gotta go looking for it. It just shines. So you could see it. You'd be like, oh, what's that? What's that thing shining over there? What's that shiny object? I want to get my hands on it, but it's too far. Like, what is that? Like, that's Wave. That's 8. That's that's in my eyes. Another one is Cam Pop Out. He's also on the album. Like I said, our relationship is very special. It's very different. But when it comes to work and charisma and passion with the music, that's the nigga that had me doing music before doing music was me. You feel me? Like, so that speaks for itself. So watching him do it for himself when I know that he brought it out of me is a very heartwarming feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's somebody that I could be like, damn, like, you inspire me. And little do I know I inspired you, you know?
That's the best.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest feelings in the world. I got a bunch of, like, artists that I really fuck with out here that's, like, really them in my eyes. You know, aside from ShooterzMuzik, you know, we got, you know, Q Philly, 2G's like Gucci. Those are really, you know, those are also the label. Very, very, very talented and people that I learned from. And I don't just learn from these artists as far as in real life too, but like wordplay and how to become a better rapper. You know, being in the studio with these people, you see how they put it together and how they come up with it, and it just, you know, affects on you. I got a bunch of different artists that I'm rocking with this year. I ain't gonna lie. You know, forever shout out to Bia. That's one of my the artists that first co-signed me when she first came out. She was dropping a lot of gems, and it's really hard, especially as females, bro, to get support from other females. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I also recently did a collab, which was all females, with Miss Chic. Shout out to Miss Chic. You know, we had Lord Jew up on there. She's another top tier artist in Boston. We had Keani Benz. We had Kayla Fendi. A lot of us was on there. We was, you know, stepping on next. And I'm really happy that I was able to do that to support the females. Cause you know we're dominating this year. We are dominating something crazy.
2023, baby.
Like not even just for female artists in general, but for Boston though.
Yeah, for Boston, facts.
We're dominating, you know. And also shout out to Yaya Gabbana, because we also had a collab this year, and that was one of my first female collaborations ever. So, you know, shout out to her for that. That was a very good opportunity. I fuck with a lot of Boston artists. Like, I can't even explain to y'all. Like, definitely Yaya, Jewel, like Kiwi Fruit. Shout out to her.
Yo, Key is fire.
Shout out to Key, and congratulations on her Boston Music Award. You know, that was very well deserved. Her aesthetic is wonderful. Like, her entire vibe and energy is unmatched. Her stage presence is
for real.
Speaking of stage presence, shout out to Naughty. Naughty, she's one of them herself. Yes.
She's fire.
Yes, so, you know, a bunch of so many female artists, you know what I'm saying?
No,
shout out to Big Sosa, Vintage Lee, like even outside the music. Shout out to Rico, because she be doing shit that shout out Rico, because she be doing shit that a lot of people can't do. You don't ever see a bunch of female videographers or female engineers, female producers. So, you know, if that ever falls in your lane, I swear to God, shout out to you. I respect you, and I want to work. No cap.
Period.
Another artist, I got so many, it's not even funny. Like, I really love my city, and I love our work ethic, everything that we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, but for sure, A-Zip, Wave Capone, Cam Pop Out, you know, Jew, Chic, Kiwi, we all working, like Yaya, like Rico, Sosa, Flea.
I know, everybody's coming up, like, for real.
For real.
But yeah,
good to hear. Good to hear. Everybody, shout out
you showing love to the city.
For sure.
I was gonna ask you, you were talking about how you were like writing music for a minute. Do you feel like you like to write or freestyle more?
I just got into freestyling this year. I've always been a writer. I've been writing since I was 8 years old. So for me to go, you know, like, me freestyling is going out of my comfort zone. It's like outside the box. I never thought. There was days that I would be like, nigga, I can't freestyle. I'm a writer. But I would say in the past maybe 4 or 5 months, I've been freestyling. Everything's been off the top. I have not been writing. And some of my bangers, like most hardest songs, consist of me not writing them. And I'll just be like, damn, I freestyled that
like
shit. That's crazy. It's more so amazing to me that I came up with it off the top without writing than to anybody else. Anybody else would be like, that's ShayBandS. She got bars. Like, she does that. Like, no. For me to write, no. For me to come up with that off the top, in my eyes, is crazy. Like, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie, writing is forever gonna be my thing. Like, forever I got writing on the book. It take me 5 minutes to write a 16-bar hook, maybe 7 to write 24. But freestyling, oh yeah, we here.
Really?
And I'm fucking with it. I love freestyling so far.
That's talent though, because I feel like a lot of people talk about how like they first started freestyling and then they started writing.
I started off as a writer, then I got into freestyling,
and that's dope because you just know you got it.
Exactly.
You just know.
So now there's points in my time I'll be like in the studio, I'll be like, damn, I got this one line in my head. I'll just spit it out loud, punch me in. Like, that's it. That's it. That's all. I'm not going to sit there and think about what I said and nothing. We're just going to keep going from there. And if it sounds hard, it does. And
that's the mentality you got to have when you freestyle and just let it go. Literally. But what are your other hobbies outside of making music?
Outside of making music, I feel like music is my life. Music is my hobby. You know what I'm saying? This is... When I get bored, I go to the studio. Like, it's really that, like, that deep. That's you know what I'm saying? But other than that, on my free time, I really like to, spend my time, besides, like, cooking. I love to cook. Yes, I like to cook. I like feeding people, all types of stuff. I like practicing new recipes and learning new things. I like to spend a lot of time, you know, shopping. Like, or looking at online orders or putting clothes together. I like, you know, doing things that involve fashion or style. So I spend a lot of my time just definitely looking up new brands, new designers, looking up people that I can help, you know, do promo with, especially, you know, local Boston people, you know, stylists, makeup artists, designers, business owners, everything. I just love reaching out and venturing to the people in my city. And aside from that, I definitely just like styling, you know. So I spend a lot of my time just putting outfits together. I'll go on different websites and find a bunch of underground people, you know, that do a bunch of like, you know, nationwide shipping and stuff, and just put fits together. That way I could just like step on these next some more. Like, it's my time
together.
So I'm more so getting into the fashion aesthetic too. I was not into it at all. If you know me, then you know I was a complete tomboy. I don't care what I wear. I don't care how I look, like certain things like that. But, you know, certain things play out and you start to grow more. So with growth is evolution, and I'm evolving more into figuring out not only what my sound is, but what my style is.
I love that.
So I just been spending time, you know, styling myself and stuff.
That's what's up. Self-love.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
How do you feel you stand out as a female in the industry and just as yourself, like in the industry?
My energy is unmatched. There's one thing about it is like you could be the best artist you could be, but it's about like the energy that you give off behind closed doors. If I didn't have the energy that I have now, then half the people that I built these relationships with wouldn't even want a relationship. Cause it's like I could come up to this interview right now and already think I'm that bitch, and not fuck with y'all as a person because I already think I'm that bitch. That's some airhead shit in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So when you gotta come up to with somebody, I come up to people as I am. It's either take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to be like, yeah, man, listen, I'm finna tell you some wreck shit. You better be ready because I'm funny. Like stuff like that. But when the time comes serious and I'm dead serious and it's work go, you gotta like, you know, match it. Like that's why I always say my energy is different, because I'm me as a person. Sometimes I can describe myself off the top tier. I don't give a fuck about certain decisions that I make. I don't give a fuck about a lot of things. To me, real, the Sagittarius, we don't care. I'm very blunt. There's things that you can't tell me. I don't think about certain things that come out of my mouth. But when it comes to go time and work time and album mode and my family and shooters and everything that I play out with them, my head is on my shoulders 1,000%. I could be drunk boots, but let you say the right thing, I'll be sober. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about how you display yourself and the energy you carry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like people gravitate towards that. People can gravitate towards the fact that, you know, my energy is so raw, and I'll come up to you on some chill shit, but you feel it when I'm lit. Like I'm turned up, and then when need be, I'm serious. You're like, everything's supposed to happen for a reason. Like, not for nothing. Like, you know how those people, you ever met a certain person that be like, all right, cool, like, you're chill, and then when they get drunk, they get too drunk, and you can't handle it. Act. And you just be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? That's
how'd you
I'm the complete opposite. Like, I'm the complete opposite. Like, I'm the person that can't be too drunk. It don't matter if I'm faded. I gotta keep a certain level of composure to the point where it's like, you still feel my energy. You know what I'm saying? You still feel who I am as a person. Just don't go off of me being drunk thinking just, oh, that she's one of them bitches. She's lit, this, that, and the third. Nah, I'm right here. I'm looking dead in your face and I'm in an interview. Like you feel me? Like,
exactly.
You gotta fuck with that type of energy, you know?
I do fuck with that type of energy.
And I always feel like I give a positive energy. Like, I love everybody who loves me. I always welcome. I'm a warm, welcoming energy. I'm very like, I'm a hug type of person. Like, don't dap me up. I'm a hugger. Yeah. Like, you know, like
no bullshit.
Things like that. Once you get to know me behind the music, then you know, like, I see why she's at where she's at. You know, exactly.
Because connections are important. And
connections
like,
are very important.
Being yourself is very important. To
and it's about who you are to build those connections.
Exactly.
Like I said, you gotta have a great personality. You gotta make people want to fuck with you. You can't give nobody a reason not to fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody could fuck with you based off the music. Yeah, she spits whatever. She does what she do. She puts out great music. But her as a person, like, you don't ever want to give off that energy.
Yeah.
Ever. You want to make them be like, her music is amazing. Her personality is amazing. You know, everything about her. She's positive and she's so open. She takes constructive criticism very well. You know,
that's a big thing.
She always got a smile on her face when she meets you. She's ready to hug you. You know, she's always open to new things, whether it's an interview, whether it's anything. That's what you want to be around. Yeah. And that's how you always want to carry yourself, you know?
Yeah.
It all plays out at the end of the day.
Word.
Very important.
Very important. So how do you advertise yourself? And like, what's it like finding new ways to like brand yourself and your music?
I feel like me, naturally, I know I stand out. So the goal is, what are we going to do to stand out even more? Like a sore thumb, you know?
Yeah.
And this is like literally like, these are game plans that me and my manager go through every day. Like every day is a different game plan. The main source is to always have a game plan to display yourself the proper way, because you can always display yourself, but timing is a perfect thing too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you do it, and you know how you think the people are gonna feel, and when the reaction is gonna, you know, react. Sometimes unexpected is the best way, not for nothing, but a game plan is always like, make sure you have it always, bro. Like, that's very important. And the people are they're just gonna see. It all happens very naturally. I've been going with the flow for almost 3 years now with ShooterzMusik. I signed to them off of instinct. I went with the flow. I recorded all these songs going with the flow. We shot all these videos going with the flow. We did everything going with the flow. And like, of course, we got a game plan. Yeah. But our game plan is going with the flow.
Yeah.
Like, you get it? Like, and we do it the most humbly, the most respectfully, naturalist way possible. And it really just comes all together, bro. Within the faith of God, within, you know, the retrograde, everything, the universe, everything happens for a reason.
It definitely does.
And I feel like we are Boston's reason. Like, we give Boston a reason. So with that being said, we give them a reason to give us a reason.
And that's motivational, like, in itself, too. Exactly. Like, to just know that, like, the city that you're from is fucking with you, and like, you know, because
we're a hard city to impress, bro. We're really hard to impress. Everybody's gonna find a reason to not fuck with us. Everybody's gonna find a reason to not fuck with you as a person. You could be the most amazing person in the world, never do no wrong to nobody. They gonna find a reason to not fuck with you. Yep. Oh yeah, she's too nice. What's her problem? she's too elite. She's too good to these people. She need to start being more fucked up.
Like, what?
She need to start being ignorant like us. She need to be a crab in the barrel. She need to come in the barrel with us crabs. That's exactly how they look at us. I swear to God, bro.
It's because people live off negativity.
And I don't do that. We don't. ShooterzMusik don't do that. We will never live off of negativity.
You're gonna get more. We feed off of feedback.
We feed off of so much positivity that it makes people sick. We make a negative person even more negative because we're so positive. That's how it is.
You get what you give.
That's it. That's all. You know, and I ain't here for that. There's nothing you could do to stop me from being one of y'all. I'm not gonna be. Y'all can hate me all you want. Okay, cool. That's perfect. That's amazing. All promo is good promo for one. Because at the end of the day, you don't like me. Perfect. My team and the rest of the city push me so much. You can hate me with all your guts. You open Facebook, my album's on there. You open Instagram, I'm popping up on there. YouTube, ShayBandS. Apple Music, ShayBandS. Twitter, you might see ShooterzMusik say ShayBandS something. If you don't follow ShayBandS, you follow ShooterzMuzik. You don't follow ShooterzMuzik, you follow A-Zip. You don't follow A-Zip, you follow somebody that's involved with us.
That's facts. That's facts.
So either way, you do not have to like me. You do not have to like my label. But I know we're doing something amazingly right. Because at the end of the day, if you didn't like us, we would never pop up on your news feed. You can't stop us.
You're in the algorithm, bruh.
We're always going to be in the algorithm. Because we would never put ourselves in a predicament to where we got to be, one, canceled, ever. You can't cancel us. And two, we will never put ourselves in a predicament where the algorithm is not matching.
Yeah.
Game plan. We do everything accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always about, you know, just think like us sometimes. It wouldn't hurt. I'm stubborn. I'm like, y'all know, I don't listen, but just listen to us. Like,
yeah.
Tell you, sometimes we be in the best people's interest. And shout out to the ones who fuck with us hard. Shout out to our number one supporters. Shout out to the haters, because it's only right. Y'all hate us, but it's for the right reason. Because like I said, all promo is good promo. But I love my supporters with all my heart. Shout out to everybody that fucked with ShooterzMuzik from day one, even before ShayBandS was even in the picture. Because without y'all, I wouldn't be here. Period.
Yep.
And talk about promo. You just dropped the album. Let's talk about it.
That's pressure. That's pressure. That's pressure. All right, so I had just dropped the album Pressure, out now on all platforms. So at first it was called Pressure Makes Diamonds, but we just shortened it to Pressure because it's very self-explanatory. That's all I'm giving y'all. And like I said, you ever notice how like the universe be talking to you and the retrograde be talking to you, and like Facebook's the feds sometimes.
Facebook is the feds.
Yeah, so Facebook's the feds. You ever talk about something to your mans and you're on the app, and then it's like 2 days later, and then like feed, 2 days later you scroll on your feed and what you and your mans was talking about is on the app. Yeah. Yep. So you feel me? Like
toxic.
He was like, yeah, pressure makes diamonds. That's what we about to do. That's it. Pressure makes diamonds. We on that. Nigga, 2 days later we go on Facebook. There's like 3 album covers named Pressure Makes Diamonds. There's like 4 captions named Pressure Makes Diamonds. I'm like,
fucking crazy.
I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad at it.
It's just
they
pressure.
They knew. Pressure. So fuck it. We just shortened it to Pressure. I'm not gonna change mine. Fuck it. Pressure Makes Diamonds was too long anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it doesn't roll off the tongue the same.
Pressure. So you feel me? With that being said, I felt like it was just all meant to happen too. Everything happens for a reason. I will never blame the universe for nothing that goes on. I was supposed to drop December 19th. The album came out. What's today's date? Let me say that again. The album came out December 16th.
Absolutely.
I'm not mad at it. Everything happens for a reason. Y'all got it 3 days early because y'all was supposed to. Yep. Period. If it wasn't meant to, it would have never been.
Facts.
Yep.
So here we are.
That's the motto, bro.
Exactly. Literally. If it wasn't supposed to, it would have never been. Mm-hmm. So I had a bunch of mixed emotions when it came out because I'm like, damn, it came out. And I wasn't expecting it, and I wanted to come out on my birthday, and my birthday's coming up, and this, that, and third, and da-da-da-da-da. But you know what really got me when I dropped it? I didn't make it known that it was dropped just yet. The first day, I didn't make it known that it was dropped. Waited till the next day to let everybody know that it dropped.
I see that. I was a little confused, and then I was like, what is going on here?
We love fucking with the people's minds. We are mind fuckers, okay? We are mind fuckers.
Mm-hmm. As you
respectfully.
The fans spoke for me before I spoke for me. The fans told the world that I had an album before I told the world I had an album.
That's so dope.
And you want to know something?
So dope.
That meant more to me than any birthday gift to myself that I could ever get.
Mm-hmm.
Because once the fans would go out their way, I didn't say not a lick of a word about my album being out, but the fans was like, ShayBandS just dropped their album. Pressure's out now. Everybody go stream Pressure, bro. It's on Amazon. It's on Tidal. It's on Spotify, Apple. It's on TikTok. It's on Instagram and Facebook. I didn't even make that shit known till recently. You know what I'm saying? Like, that meant everything in the world. And that was the universe talking for me. That was literally the universe like, Shay, it's your time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's Pressure.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. 22 years around the sun. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I got way more to go. I got so much to give y'all. Like, to me, with this album dropping and this whole new experience of my birthday and the new year. Thank God I'm a December baby because we experience everything at once.
Literally everything at once.
I'm going into the new year with a great, happy mindset, and I'm going into the new year with nothing but the best intentions for myself and my team. And pressure low-key got, like I said, it hasn't even been 24 hours since it's been out, but it's got a bunch of way more feedback than Female Pain. And that was, what? Female Pain, I was pushing that shit with all my heart. You feel me? Doing it. So that
just shows you, bro.
And it really shows me who fuck with me. And why I do what I do and why I take it so seriously. If I can go drop an album without y'all knowing, and y'all are pushing it for me, and y'all are like, oh my gosh, ShayBandS just dropped and she didn't even announce it yet.
Yeah.
That means the world to me. That means everything to me. That shows me I'm here for a reason. People really fuck with me as an artist, as a person, and I could potentially become an idol to these people.
Yeah.
You know, I could potentially be a mogul. I could potentially be something crazy. I got a lot of people put so much hope and faith in me for this city that I can never stop. Because if I stop, I'm letting not only myself down, I'm letting this entire state down. It's not just me carrying Boston, you know? Like,
yeah,
everything I do is for a reason. And with this album, I really hope that it reaches, like, it reaches the stars. I hope that it reaches everybody that it had to hit. And for the people that was anticipating the album, I hope that it reached, like, every expectation. I hope that it met y'all criteria because, man, listen, I ain't even spend that much time working on the album. Everything came together so naturally, but this is my life. This is my heart. And, you know, the same reaction with the next album. So, pressure. Everywhere,
go
all
stream
platforms.
pressure.
Right the fuck now, all platforms.
Whoa.
Gabe, you good over there? It overheated? Damn. Wait, what? Oh, okay.
My boy is overheating crazy. Yo.
Word, back to back.
Let me get that after you know bullshit.
No
Yeah, we're just
cap.
gonna get a little 2-minute break first.
You wanna? Middle school is crazy.
Can we get something twirled in the air, though?
Yeah, middle school is crazy.
What? What do you mean? Were you not in our fucking grade?
He was.
So what is he talking about? Oh, I had hookah pens too, bro. I thought it was so cool.
I wasn't that much.
Middle school, you wasn't elite in middle school unless you was crushing up the Smarties.
No, the smoking Smarties was crazy.
You wasn't there if you wasn't smoking Smarties, bro.
You never did that?
I'm a 2000s baby. It doesn't count for you. I went to middle school in like 2010. Like, you can't blame me because we was, damn. That's another thing that goes to show. See, the people that I'm around, I learn a lot from them. Everybody around me is 10 years older than me.
Type shit.
And I wouldn't have that no other way. I swear to God. Like, no, not for nothing. But yeah, you was not, it was not elite if you wasn't smoking Smarties in middle school.
It was
Hitting the little O's out the candy dust. Like,
that's just crazy. I actually forgot about that.
if you know, you know. Silly bands. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Silly bands is
Silly
crazy.
bands was my generation. If you didn't have every silly band on your wrist, I'm talking 300 all the way up to your forearm, like right here, you wasn't doing it right.
You wasn't popping.
Let's talk about the belts with the rhinestones on them. The rhinestone belts.
Why are they coming back though? They're coming back.
For sure they're coming back. And
I kind of fuck with it.
let it be the right time and you'll catch ShayBandS with one. What else we had? Skinny jeans when they first came out.
Skinny jeans were crazy.
Jerkin. This is jerkin season.
With the fucking like the tank top, bro.
Every
The tank
color
top.
skinny jeans. You'll see the thuggest man in some bright yellow skinny jeans.
Shout out Young Thug for
Shout
real.
out Thug. Free Thug.
Free YSL. I know most of YSL is free, but free Thug.
Free Thug though.
For sure.
All right, let's get back into it. So, as a female in the industry, do you feel like you don't get taken as serious sometimes? I know you have a great team, but other than that, coming up, whatever, what has your experience been like?
I feel like because it's not easy being a female artist. Based off of being a female, I could tell you there's times where we do be blackballed and people do play with us because we are girls.
That's the only time I heard that today.
Yeah.
We get blackballed.
Yeah.
Yes. We get blackballed and they play with us. They play with us down. But
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
But I'm going to let you know this now. Because and this is another advantage, and I'm grateful for my team 1,000%. Them niggas do not tolerate no type of ShayBandS disrespect ever. It doesn't matter who you are. If they ain't getting blackballed, for sure it's not happening to me. Whatever they can do, they will ensure that I can do it.
That's good shit, bro.
Period. Point blank. And what they can do, I will ensure that I can do it my goddamn self. Period. Whether I'm with them or without them. I could be in a club by myself. The DJ don't gonna play my shit because they respect me and they respect shooters. And they respect everything that we do. And they're not gonna look at me like, oh, this bitch is just any other Boston female. She just want to be played because da 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 da.
Yeah.
No, I earned everything that I work for, and I work so hard. I work harder than niggas. There's certain people, you know, no disrespect. There's certain people that are male Boston artists that are not doing not a quarter of anything that I do. Point blank and period.
Tell them.
And I refuse to let anybody, not no male, even though this is a male-dominated industry, I refuse to let any nigga stop me from doing what the fuck another person can do that I'm doing 20 times better than. Period. You can't blackball me. You could try. It's worth a shot. You can try. It's worth a shot. But let's be honest. Does the city want to see that? Okay then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
quiet on the set. It's quiet on the set.
Feel me?
That's what's up though.
Okay. So like, how do you feel about the music industry then? How fast it moves, like just in general?
I'm fairly happy that the fact that the music industry is acknowledging so many female artists. I could name so many females that blew up within the last year. Glorilla, Ice Spice, Maya the Dawn, Lola Brooke, you know, Billy B, Bia, ShayBandS. Like, I can't make this shit up. Like, literally.
It is crazy. It really has been like more.
We're dominating. We are dominating. There's nothing. Matter of fact, let me speak on the ones that are underlooked yet overlooked. We got Gloss Up. Shout out to Gloss. She just signed a QC. That's Glorilla's best friend.
Shit. Oh yeah, I know. Okay, I know.
That's Glorilla's best friend. She's hard.
Yeah,
she's hard, bro. Like all of the females that Hit Kid has been producing with, K Carbon, Slime Maroney, Aliza, they're underlooked hard, bro. They're so hard. I can't even explain it. Those are the people that I'd be like, yeah, these bitches. Yeah, I'd be in the car like
bumping that shit.
Swear for Lord. From line I'm flying. Like, I love the fact that we're finally getting the recognition that we deserve. Cause yeah, a nigga could do it, but why can't we do it? There's nothing that you can say. And as far as like, you know, carrying a flow, making a song, having melodies, putting a verse together, punchlines, metaphors, similes, bars. It's just not easy. When you find a female who could put that shit together, she's dangerous. And that's why it's a male-dominated industry. Because when a female get into it, it's dangerous. You see what Nicki came into the game and did?
Literally.
Caused havoc. She's the queen.
The fucking
Y'all can't
queen.
take that from her, bro. Like, and that's why she's a threat. She's not just a threat to females. Forget what she be getting into.
What did Kanye say, bro?
Forget what she be getting into with Lotto and all these other females, bro. You can't take it from Nicki Minaj that she is a GOAT and that she paved the way for almost every other female artist that's here in my generation now.
Oh yeah.
Flo Millie, Malibu Mitch, Rico Nasty, Tink, Dreezy, Omeretta. Nicki plays a part.
Yeah.
She plays a part in my life.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Everyone's lives, bro.
Shout out to the good Sagittarius.
For real.
my good Sagittarius.
But I feel like, honestly, they're not trying to blackball us as much. They're kind of starting to let us dominate because they know we're what they need. We the ones that's keeping this shit going. Little do they know.
Yeah.
Who run the world?
Girls.
This is a man's world, but what? Come on.
Literally.
It wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl.
For real.
Come on.
Real.
That being said, what's your biggest pet peeve in the industry?
I feel like my biggest pet peeve is probably, this has happened to me a couple times. There's been certain predicaments where I'll be like, you know, ready to collab with a male artist and things like that. And because they think that they're the male, or because they may have a bigger platform, or whatever the case may be, not sure, that they could just shit on me because I'm me. But there's been, one, I believe in karma, and two, the universe.
Yep.
There's been times where niggas thought that they could shit on me on their tracks, and I done shitted on niggas. I eat, bro. I eat. There's times I ate grown-ass men on their own songs. Because why? You thought you was that nigga? Here I am. Here I am. You did all that to try to impress me, or try to impress the people, or try to impress yourself. I ain't doing nothing. Because when I come and do it, I come and do it in the most humbly, natural, respectful way possible. And you know what beats a cocky motherfucker? You know what's better than a cocky motherfucker? A humble one. So
facts.
Here I am.
Period. How do you deal with like stress and anxiety that comes with all this shit?
Studio.
I like that answer. I like that answer a lot.
My stress and anxiety, even when it comes from the outer world, if it doesn't involve music, it could be from, you know, family issues to just me feeling how I feel personally to relationships. Everything is going to get conveyed in my music. I asked my manager, I swear to God, if I'm lying, I'm flying, bro. He's right there to tell you. There's times I would call him and be like, hey, yo, I'm in my feelings. I locked in a studio session. That's it. That's all. Or I got a studio session from this time to this time. I'm more so of a person, I don't like talking about how I feel.
Yeah, I feel that.
People be like, damn, you could talk to me, you could vent to me, you could tell me how you feel. I'm here to listen. I could give you advice and I could help you. Nobody's helping me more than the music do. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I vent to a microphone. That's my coping mechanism.
Yeah.
So when people be like, Shay, you overwork yourself, or you're in the studio 24/7 and you're doing this, that, and the third. No, I'm here because I want to be. I'm here because I like it. This is me, bro. This is my life. This is how I vent. Mm-hmm. When I feel like life taught me so much, bro. Life taught me sometimes you can't turn to people because they don't got you in your best interest. Sometimes people, you could tell somebody your whole life and they'll take that and use that against you and throw it in your face. You know what'll never throw that shit in your face? A song. Period. That's how I deal with my stress, my anxiety, my depression, anything that's being brought into my life in a negative aspect. I will take that and I will reuse that and resort it to positivity with music. Because at the end of the day, whatever I'm going through, I know that I'll put it in a song and there's at least 1 million bitches that could feel what the fuck I went through. And that's what I do it for. That's the sole purpose of me continuously making music. I could say I got at least 200 unreleased songs right now.
A little Uzi over here.
And I'm not done. So,
good shit. Good shit. And that's the best coping mechanism, honestly. Like,
I couldn't ask for a better one.
Mm-hmm. And you're blessed to have that and like have that talent to be
1,000%
able to
grateful.
use that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What have your experiences been with traveling as of recent, like when it comes to like music and stuff? Or what do you want to do with traveling in the future?
If you know me as a person, I love to travel regardless. So with involving music, I would say my music has got me to a lot of places within the last year. And it's even better, now that I'm more experienced, I can say when I do travel, I'm going to know what to do. But when I first got with ShooterzMusik, my first trip with them was to LA. And till this day, this was over a year ago, till this day, that's the most memorable experience that I've had in my life. A core memory for sure. I was out in LA for 3 days. And when I was in LA for 3 days, I recorded 3 songs. I shot 2 videos and 1 vlog.
You was busy.
It may not seem like that's a lot, bro.
That is a lot. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
You know what I'm
saying? Like,
Good
Not
shit.
a lot of people could do that, you know?
A lot of people would be like trying to like sightsee and shit like that. You was working.
We are the site. We are the site they need to see. We went to Atlanta so they could to LA so they could sightsee us. Literally. Like no bullshit. I promise you. Same with Miami. Miami. Me and 8. You know we went to go take over Miami for a little bit. And it was just a crazy nightlife experience. Miami is nothing but nightlife. Sleep all day, party all night. Literally. But it was an amazing experience because before I had even touched down to Miami, months before I went to Miami, before it was even a thought of going out there, my brother 80 was getting my music played in King of Diamonds.
Damn.
And that is a big accomplishment. You got to be really one of them bitches to get fucking your shit played in KOD and you ain't even at KOD. I'm in Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, they in Miami. They don't know me. You know? That's but all of that plays a role. And so when me and 80 finally did go to Miami, we was taking over, bro. We shot a video out there. For sure we did. Dead Birds out now. We did, we had a bunch of performances. We was in King of Diamonds, you know, tearing shit up, man. I was in there in the same section as Asian Doll. Side by side with Asian Doll.
Shit.
And they was her level of respect and my level of respect, and we in the same place. That speaks a lot of volume. Yeah, people know Asian Doll. People don't know ShayBandS.
Yup.
Point proven. You feel me? Like, even in Atlanta, I went to Atlanta. Like, I was out there just, and Atlanta wasn't even as much as more music vibing. It was more so just chilling and. But I was still able to build connections. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had built some connections with, like, some of Young Thug's peoples, you know, some of Moneybagg Yo's peoples, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had got in tune with their jeweler and stuff. Shout out Rich the Jeweler, too. You go to the A, you know where to get your shit from. So, like, stuff like that. New York. New York was a great experience. I was out in New York with Millie's 80, Pop Out was out there. We was all doing our thing. We had gotten work done. You know, every state we go to, it's a goal, mandatory. If I don't record a song in any state that I'm at, there's no point in me being there. Literally. If I don't shoot a video, if I don't get a vlog, if y'all don't got some type of footage of me out there accomplishing anything that I got to do with my career and my goals, there's no point in me being out there. Period. So, yeah, New York, we was out there shooting a vlog. We was shooting videos, getting music done. We was out there with Millie's. Millie's is a great, great, humble person. Soon as I got to the little venue, he was up there with 8. I was in their section immediately. We was all vibing, having fun, chopping it up. You know, we got pictures and videos, and everything was just a great vibe. He's a really humble person. He definitely puts on for his city very well. Yeah, and Millie's is definitely, like, when it comes to supporting other artists in Boston, he will do that. It doesn't care where you from, none of that. He will do that, and he will make it a goal to make that happen. And that's one thing I really respect about that man, because like I said, we're Boston, bro. Not a lot of us is on the map. Yeah. So when somebody's on the map and they show you, you know, and they acknowledge you, you gotta appreciate that. And we appreciate that a lot. So shout out to Millie's too.
Shout out Millie's. And that kind of leads into what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask how you feel about, like, the New England scene that's going on right now.
I feel like right now the New England scene is miraculous, bro. It's amazing. Like, even recently when we were going through the nominations for the Hip Hop New England Awards, shout out to Hip Hop New England, thank you. I was looking through all the artists. Mind you, I wasn't even certain that I was going to win any of these. That wasn't expected. I'm blessed and I'm 1,000% grateful. But we're going through the artists and I'm like, damn, bro, there's so much talent, and it's just like our city is mesmerizing. These are all people that are being listed for things that I could be like, they accomplished something for sure. I remember they did that. I seen when they did that. I remember when they dropped that, and I know this venue for doing this, and I know this videographer for doing that, and I know this interviewer in this platform and this podcast and this artist, and it's just like we are rising, and that's just a lot. And the fact that I got to do with the impact of us rising, that's just one of the greatest feelings in the world. Yeah, I never thought I'm so young, bro. I'm 22. I never thought that I would see myself really being an impact for Boston music, bro. Boston artists, like,
and getting nominations
so crazy.
Must be so fucking crazy.
It's crazy. Like, for Female Artist of the Year, I was nominated with a bunch of hot female artists.
I seen that shit.
Hot, popping, doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing their thing. And so for me to win, I was just like, damn, like, I'm super grateful. Like, that's lit because nothing that I'm doing is going unnoticed. All right, shout out to Hip Hop New England. I got 4 nominations.
Damn.
And I won 2.
Period.
So, Female Artist of the Year, R&B Artist of the Year, Best Collaboration, and Album of the Year. I won Female Artist and I won R&B Artist. And shout out to Album of the Year because both of my brothers was on there. Shout out to 100 Round Cotto because Never Lost a Gunfight allegedly was on there. And it deserves it. And 8 Zip for FNF 12 because that's what the fuck we do it for. Period. So to be up there on Album of the Year with both of my brothers and I'm the only girl.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's
wild.
crazy.
That says a lot.
Yeah, it definitely does.
The fact that, and I really honestly thought that Female Pain Music was one of my like underrated albums. I thought it was slept on. Me personally, I thought it truly didn't get as much recognition as it deserved.
I listened to that shit. That shit.
But my thing is, when it got nominated for Album of the Year, I was like, oh, motherfuckers wasn't asleep like I thought they was. No bullshit. Cause you know what the fuck you gotta do to be the only female on a roster full of men for Album of the Year?
Yeah,
that's crazy. You give it a silly, that's crazy. You know, and shout out to all the nominations for Female Artist of the Year and R&B Artist of the Year because I was really, really, really shocked that I won R&B Artist of the Year because I was so convinced that everybody else was convinced that they were stuck on the fact that I'm just a rapper. They thought that I was just a rapper. And that was just a boundary that was broken. Again, I'm not just a rapper. And we're going to come correct about that. We're going to nip that in the bud right now, actually. That rapper shit is out the window. If you identify as ShayBandS, don't call me a rapper.
She is
I'm an artist. I'm the artist. My name is ShayBandS from ShooterzMuzik, First Lady, and I'm an artist. Because there's times I've run into people, oh, you that rapper girl, right? From Shooters, right? You that rapper girl? I'm not a rapper.
I've seen you say that on your Instagram, and I was just like, okay.
They know my body. I'm not just a rapper. Period.
An artist. Speaking of that, that's one thing. But what's one thing you want your audience to take away from her art? That she's not just a rapper, first of all.
I want my audience to take away the fact that I go through it just like you. Every song that I make is based off of experience. It's everything that I go through in real life. In real fucking life. So everything that you go through in real life, you could think you could go through the worst thing in the world and nobody has ever been there with you. I make songs for people like you. I make songs for people that be like, yo, when you feel like nobody in the world went through this certain specific bullshit but you, bitch, you ain't the only one. I promise you. And you don't gotta feel alone. You don't never have to feel alone as long as I make music. Because I make music for bitches who feel alone. You know? I like to say that when it comes to me making music, I am the intrusive thought that goes through a female's head.
I love that.
We all got very intrusive thoughts that we are scared to let out.
The fact.
I am the let out. Period. I make music for girls that are toxic. I make music for girls that are traumatized and broken. Depressed. You've been through everything in life. I make music for you. I make music for girls who got their life together and got a car and a crib and a dog and you take care of your kids and you do whatever you got to do and you got your man and your man love you. I make music for you, but I make music for the bitches who ain't shit either. I make music for bitches who don't love these niggas.
The way you worded that was funny as fuck. I ain't
bitches who ain't shit. That's you. I got you.
I make music for you. You delusional? Oh yeah.
Bitch, me too.
I make music for you. Oh, that nigga don't love you how he think you do, but you love that nigga, right? And you'll fight all his girlfriends, right? Yeah, and you'll pull up to where he's at right now. Yeah, I make music for you. And then I make music for the bitches who be like, nigga, fuck that nigga. I'm about to run up a bag right now and I'm gonna slap him with 10 bands. I make music for all y'all bitches. Literally.
Period.
No, seriously.
ShayBandS,
that's what I'm here for.
That's what I'm
real. Every situation you could think of, she got
First
it.
lady shit.
So on that note, what is one piece of advice you would give women or anybody in the creative industry?
Always be you. Put yourself first. And if a person really fuck with you, let it be a nigga that you're in a relationship with. Let it be a friend with benefits. Let it be a friend. If that person don't tell you to put you first and do what makes you happy, that is not your friend. They are not for you. Because anybody who's for you is for you and will tell you to do for you. Period. At all. Always put yourself first. Love yourself. And do what you got to do to make yourself a better person in the long run. Everything is a learning experience. I'm only 22 years old, and I learn every day. I learn from people older than me who done lived life, who done been through everything that you can name. Everything. So when it comes from a person like me, just know I really mean that shit when I say it. Love you, be you, do you. And nobody could stop you. The only person stopping you from yourself is yourself.
That part.
That fucking part.
That part.
I love that. That's a
Thank
good reel,
you.
Gabe.
And
That's
ended
a good reel.
on 111.
111. That's crazy. That's fucking
Promise
crazy.
you. Word to the
Yes.
tattoos on my freaking ear.
Yup.
Literally.
All right, I guess, so we're getting to the last segment. We wanted to do something like a little new. Gabe kind of gave us an idea. We
Some
kind of
stupid ass.
Let's get into the dumb shit.
bro.
What we
Literally,
doing?
So, just before, we all, like, as a collective in this fucking room, we came up with these questions.
For sure.
So,
But should we
we're
actually
gonna-
do it rapid fire? Like,
Yeah, we
but
should
I
do it
feel
rapid
like
fire.
That's gonna be.
Gabe, how do you do it?
Should we do it in a minute or 30 seconds? Because low key,
Damn, can you do it on your phone so we can...
I mean, I have them on my phone.
This is
too.
like Family Feud when they do the speed
I'm not going to
questions.
be able to remember anything.
In order for you to win the $20,000 or not,
All right. Are we ready? We ready?
I'm taking a sip of my Taylor Port right now.
Me too.
All right.
Finish my Taylor Port.
Oh, I'm almost done. We almost there.
Sorry, I just need to pour a little bit.
There's a bunch of Sagittariuses in this room. So in case y'all are wondering what's going on,
That's what the fuck is
don't
going
be
on.
lost. It's a
And
bunch of
not just
Sagittarius
that,
energy.
There is 5 fire signs in this room.
We got an
right
Aries
the
and a
fuck
Leo
now.
in here too.
2 Leo.
Wait, what's y'all sign? You're Leo too? You're Taurus? Leo.
Yep.
I already knew Yenny was
2
Leo.
Leo, 2 Sag, 1 Aries, and 1...
The only outcast in this room is the Taurus. No shade.
No shade.
What sign is that?
Are you a water or...
You think he knows? He definitely don't fucking know.
It's a bunch of fire energy in this room, so they understand exactly where I came from this entire interview.
Exactly. All right.
Let's go.
Let's get into it.
I think we're gonna do a minute.
Minute?
I think you have to show the camera.
Ooh. Damn, bro. What the fuck?
Let's go. Let's go.
Nah, I just started not seeing out of my eye. Don't worry about it.
That happens to me.
Just don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's the liquor.
All right. 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
I think Gabe said you have to show the.
Show what? This?
Yeah, there's the stopwatch on the camera.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And set it up, maybe, and then press start.
Can you let me know when it's like up? Like the time is up? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's
All
go.
right, rapid fire. Ass or titties?
Ass.
Favorite color?
Red.
Favorite artist?
Michael Jackson.
Woo!
Good dick with no money or bad dick with money?
Damn.
I love me a good dick, but I love a nigga with some money. I'm gonna take the nigga with some money. I'll settle for less for that one.
Okay.
Period.
Okay, BBL or natural?
Natural.
Period. Happy relationship or sugar daddy?
Sugar daddy.
All right, Cardi or Nicki? I know.
You know I'm opting for the Queen Nicki, but Cardi put out some bops. Shout out to Cardi. Let's go.
Fair. Trappers are scammers.
Trimmers. Maybe give me both.
Trappers is crazy.
I don't got no type when it comes to that.
Drinking or smoking?
I'm drunk right now, but I'm off for smoking.
Okay. What is 3 things you're taking to an island to survive? Quick.
My crave, some weed, and a microphone.
My crave, my weed, microphone.
Yeah,
it definitely finished, but it's alright. Marvel or DC?
DC.
Period.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
Period.
Literally.
Batman or anybody else?
Batman! Hey, yo, we could bet on this. I don't give a fuck how many bands y'all got on this. Batman is whipping all y'all favorites out.
That's facts.
Period.
That was good. That was a good rapid fire.
Yeah, that was funny.
We only went like 20 seconds over, so that was good.
Word. We got it.
On some quick shit.
All right. Anything else you want to add before we...
Anything's in the works.
Yes,
whatever.
Pressure out now. Literally all platforms. Pressure. ShayBandS everywhere. And you know,
Tag
my
yourself.
name's spelled a little bit differently, but you can find me on Instagram at ShayBandS OMT. Twitter, ShayBandS OMT, all platforms, ShayBandS. Yes, with a Z. All platforms, ShayBandS spelt with a $, specifically. $, for both S's. I know y'all tend to get that a little bit confused. I'm here to let y'all know that right now. ShayBandS is spelled with a $. We gonna go through it real quick.
At the beginning and the end. ShayBandS. Beginning and the end.
$.
It's easy.
HAYBAND. $. That's how you spell ShayBandS. You cannot find ShayBandS. You can find me at ShooterzMuzik, and we are everywhere. We got everything. Shout out to our merch line, FNF12 worldwide. We are out everywhere, baby. We doing what we do.
Is it a K?
A K, yeah.
A K?
Say that again.
ShooterzMuzik with a Z and a K.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Shooters with a Z, music with a K.
Did it. Boom. For niggas. That's what we do.
Thank you, Shay.
Thank you
so much.
Thank y'all so much. We
This
here.
is great. I
Shooters.
love this.
Shooters. All right, we out.
Shout out Pink Room. Shout out ShayBandS. Shout out everybody mentioned in this podcast.
Shout out ShooterzMusik.
For sure.
Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy holidays.
Because it's about to come out holidays season.
Yep.
Let's go.
Bye.
Can I trust you in my body? Can I hold you when I'm lonely? Can I fuck you when I'm horny? You and me, a bowl of beef, give me the heat and bam, blow me on your back. Just know it's tucked up, cause niggas got me fucked up. By the sign of 80-20, we gon'